Yeah. Niggas ain't wanna show up to the pod. Fuck y'all niggas, y'all fired on God. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck Ant. Fuck Peace.
Yeah. Fuck Keys.
Damn. Shit. Keys took body sick, nigga, prove it.
Yeah,
Ant smell like Dookie. Nigga be tootin' it and bootin' it. Nigga fruity, pootin' it. Niggas like Vladimir Putin in this bitch. Fucking traitors.
Ooh.
Niggas fucking haters.
Ooh.
Y'all niggas suck now laters.
The couch potatoes. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay.
I make Ant clean my gators.
Ooh.
Nigga.
Ooh. Get some sunglasses. Niggas need some shaders. Ooh. Cooking.
Ball
Call
on
me
Keys,
Chef
all
Ice.
faders. Oh, you know Keys chefing.
Oh man. All right.
You know Keys chefing. I'm Hugh Heffin.
Let me get on Keys. Let me get on Keys. All right.
Get this nigga watch, man.
That nigga Keys make me sick. And he ain't here. Why? Cause he's sick. Can't stand that nigga. If I had a gun, I'd hit him with the blick. But I like him no, so I ain't gonna hit him no. That's all I got. Freestyling kinda hard.
He ain't got no green. Man, that nigga ain't got no green. He don't know Piccolo. Man, I kill that. Man, ooh. But I play Piccolo. That nigga look like a pickle though.
Ooh.
I
Pickle
ball on
land.
niggas like a pick and roll. Can we fire these niggas or yes or no?
We can fire him. Fire both these
Man,
niggas.
fired on them. Shots fired, nigga.
Lyrical triggers.
Nigga, don't show up again, nigga.
Don't even come to work no more.
Don't come
Lock
to
out.
work. Don't come to work
Lock
again,
out.
nigga. Which
last
camera
shit.
I'm looking at? Which one? Which
All
one? Which
three
one
of
of you?
them.
Which one
Where they
is the one that is talking to these hoe ass
Where they at?
niggas? That's what happened,
Intro.
nigga. Pod
Anime
beef, nigga.
freestyle.
Pod beef, nigga. And you don't get to come back, nigga. You don't got cameras, nigga.
Spitting fire like Ace.
Yeah, man.
Fuck them niggas for
Man,
no tricks.
shoot, man. Hey,
That's
you already
a
know,
close
man.
case.
Shit. I bet neither one of them niggas got one piece of swag anywhere.
Keep playing, they gonna catch one from this piece of ours.
I ain't the one that want peace. If you want a piece, then you gotta say peace to the one. I'm the one with the peace. Peace. Man, this the motherfucking Anime Game podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? We from now on, we dissing niggas. We dissing niggas every episode, bro. That's how we do on the podcast from now on, bro. So all you podcasters out there, get your bars ready. Get your goddamn, cause and I don't know all the rap beef. We can talk about rap beef too.
Yeah,
The
actually.
Anime Game podcast, man. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. I got a subscriber today.
Comment and subscribe.
I made my
Tap
motherfucking
in.
Uber driver fucking subscribe to the podcast today. My car fucked up.
Did you really?
Yeah, man. He was talking and shit like that, like he cares. So I made his ass subscribe.
That's hilarious.
And then I was like, he asked me like what we talk about, but I was already at the crib. And then right when I was about to start describing it and shit, I could just feel that he didn't give a fuck. And I'm like, bro, you gotta work. Like I'm sure you trying to pick somebody else up.
Well,
Just, you know what I'm saying? Just watch the show. So he
let's do it in
subscribed.
between driving. You never know.
What if that nigga unsubscribed? Like, motherfucker, you subscribing
Like,
to
man,
this shit?
fuck this nigga.
Take
Why
your
you
subscribe
do
back.
that?
It's crazy.
I can see that. I do that to people sometimes. You know, what's actually really crazy, did you see the T-Pain before he streams, he'll like freestyle before the whole stream? And it's actually going crazy too. Like,
Yeah, nah.
people be forgetting T-Pain was really that nigga. He
He
was
a
really that
real
nigga in
nigga.
2008.
What's the most petty thing you ever unfollow somebody for?
Probably a girl either popping up pregnant or popping up with a boyfriend.
I literally just unfollowed Drea because she pregnant.
Bro.
It's like she has no.
Oh
more-
God, look, this chick I had an Instagram
It has no
crush
more
on.
purpose for me.
I had a crush on this Instagram
Shout out
chick.
to her,
It's
her
this chick
family.
named like Kima Russo, where she into fitness and all this and that. Great body. She got like 1 million followers. She posted her boyfriend. Unfollow.
Yeah. Don't you hate it when they boyfriend trash? Like it's a white dude or something?
Man.
Like you just know he wasting the pussy.
You ever see the OnlyFans girls like that? Like they be super thick, and then like it's this one chick on Instagram. This chick Lunar Live, super thick, ass fat as hell, fucking white dude. I couldn't do it. Had to unfollow. I had to unfollow.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, I know he wasting it.
I gotta see if I can actually find her. Like that shit had me hurt because I'm like, you all this thick, and then it's just going to waste. Here she is, right here, super thick,
Oh, that's nice.
super thick, caked up.
Gosh.
Dave, I don't know if you can see it from way over there, but
That's a lot.
see, look, Dave 20 feet away and saw it.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
ain't see
a lot.
Dave's
Can I?
face.
Is this okay? Little foot on the. My leg is like I gotta. Ooh. Whew, I gotta stretch it, y'all.
You don't put
My
your
bad.
feet up on days.
I'm gonna get a like a leg tat or something.
Man, all
But
right.
yeah, most petty reason I've unfollowed somebody definitely. Yeah, I mean I think that's really it. And then, or when somebody just consistently posting bullshit, you like, how did I end up following you in the first place?
Yeah, I usually hit the mute button if it's not too personal. Don't forget about that on Instagram. Hit the three dots, click mute story, mute post, whatever getting on your nerves with them.
No, I'm gonna just get rid of their ass. So before we get super animated out, you know what I'm saying? We do like rap, you
You
know.
going to the rap beefs?
Yeah. Shout out Cavadas. Happy birthday to Cavadas. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I'm Brimstone G, you know what I'm saying? Brimstone remains.
Cavadas Prime.
We are the Breakfast Club. We fired our other two people, so it's just
Fire
gonna
Charlemagne and Envy.
yeah.
Now it's just Angela Yee and
And
Jess Hilarious.
we fire your keys. We fire and it's just me and Cavadas now. This is the G and Cavadas cast now. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to Cavadas.
Thank you.
I just dropped a
630.
song. My baby on the way. He a week late, just like his dad. You
That
feel
artwork
me?
was hard too. Like I don't know what I was doing. I didn't have a chance to listen to the song, but I'm like, I heard a couple bars and I'm like, this song coming in hard. Like he got a whole song for his baby.
Yeah, it's an old song. You know what I'm
I
saying?
would hold that over my kid's head forever.
Oh yeah,
Like
man.
I made a song about you, little nigga.
I mean, his dad is already like super duper crispy.
Oh,
so,
who's his dad?
Damn. Me and God.
Oh shit.
But you know what I'm saying?
Congrats.
He gonna be he crispy as fuck. He gonna be crispy, but
That's
dropped him a little song. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry because the picture I put up on streaming services don't got the 4-star Dragon Ball on top of his head like some Where's Waldo shit. So I'm gonna switch it and put it on there. But Heartbeat, You Are My Dream. Shout out to my baby Genesis, man. I even dropped you gotta listen to it because at the end of it I got the You Are My Friend.
That's
Whoa,
hard.
nah,
That's
nah.
hard as
Yeah,
fuck.
you know what I'm saying? So it's a crispy little song, man. Had it for a while, you know what I'm saying? That's why your music can be timeless. You can drop it whenever. They don't even know when it came out because it's still crispy.
Timeless. We still listen to stuff from like what the 70s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, all that.
Oh, and trees.
Mm,
You know, I got some Earth, Wind, and Fire
So
right here.
on the that's crazy. So on the music note, all right. So everybody in hip hop is beefing. 40 niggas diss Drake, and for whatever reason, Wayne is still just talking about basketball while Drake is getting jumped.
Cause man, Drake disrespected Wayne a little bit too when he was in jail. He had rumors that he was fucking with Wayne's girl too. You know what I'm saying? And Drake probably has gotten to that level to where he's super duper powerful and popular. You can start smelling your shit and think it smell like roses and forget about the motherfuckers that helped you get to where you was at. So he probably done rubbed Wayne the wrong way. So he probably like, yeah, man, fuck it. Whoop his ass. Like, it's like you don't want nobody to beat your little brother up, but when somebody about to beat him up and
It's like,
he always talking shit, it's like, well, I can't whoop his ass.
You kind of need it. I feel
kinda-
that.
you kinda need it.
Supposedly, like that's been a big problem with Drake, where Drake seemed like he the kind of guy where here's like dap you up and then go DM your girl afterwards, like, oh, you know, I just had an amazing, wonderful time meeting you, and it's like, bruh, why are you doing all that? But
Yeah. I mean, they have definitely expressed that he is habitually done. My bad, my bad. Oh, okay, that's perfect. Yeah, that's just our amazing dude. Y'all should see how many goddamn cameras is pointing. You. He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. That was Dave. You know,
yeah, it's nice in here.
catching the dream catchers. It's the catchers, man. He was just being very, very good at his job right there. Sorry, that was a text message that y'all heard. We should have him on the show one day. This
Yeah, I was
motherfucker's
thinking about it
amazing.
too. I'm like,
He was just telling us how he was fucking in Barbados and shit.
Jamaica, like,
Yeah,
what? That
man.
is not how my April went at all.
Jamaican him crazy. He Jamaican me crazy.
Chilling this man eating
I'm
rice and chicken out of a pineapple
You want to take some pictures, bro?
right here, right now.
No, I'm just talking about like just in general. I think we could do it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, for
I
sure.
mean, he's got a lot of the stuff, but I mean, what you think? This like $50,000-$60,000 worth of stuff. We could swing that easy.
Oh yeah.
Start our own little camera thing.
I was
Seems
just
like
gonna get like one of those little cheap throwaway cameras.
we could do it on our phone for real.
Because people don't be knowing, and then you can just tell them it's vintage and gaslight them into thinking that you're doing something.
It's really all in the edits, and if you just put that little app that make it like you said, it's vintage, make it look like it's an old thing. We'll brainstorm this later.
Yeah, so on
Watch
the
your
rap
back,
beef,
catchers. We
Yes,
got
sir.
competition in these streets. We about to get ready to be the next up and coming picture taker guys.
man,
We just about to be outside, out front, taking
Anime
pictures
photo
of the
shoots.
ground. Like, when I saw this crack, it really reminded me of just the struggle that we really face every day as black men.
Crack rocks.
Yeah.
You onto something here.
I don't think he's worried about us, bro. I don't think he sees us as a
Yeah,
threat.
nah. Y'all should see the face he making at us. He like, man, I'm never working with these niggas again.
He said, I have. He's like, bro, you holding it. Why you holding it sideways
Right?
like that?
Like, look at these niggas.
What if
They're
I hold
so
the camera
unprofessional.
sideways like a black guy?
Sideways, different angles. Like,
I
nigga,
don't
what did
think
you?
they
Why are you grabbing
understand
your
what
nuts
we
while you
meant.
holding the camera? My bad.
This is a different type
Nobody
of shoot.
told me.
Anyway,
Yeah,
but
we still in the rap beef.
Yeah, we can talk about rap
So
beef.
yeah,
Then, man.
everybody hates Drake because I guess he a scumbag.
He's kind of he seems like he could be douchey.
Kendrick spazzed out on the diss track, and I don't feel like everybody else was really that hard about it. I feel like everybody else was like, "Oh, whoa, we thought we was sparring. You really throwing punches. You."
Well, I mean, Drake kind of like. I mean,
Kinda deserve it.
it's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Like Drake, he petty, and this is just like kind of the first round of stuff. And I think that what I'm saying, Drake, with his first song. Well, no, because the second song was directly at Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? The first song,
first one,
Kendrick got like one bar. You know what I'm saying? How you big stepping with a size 7 man zone?
I mean,
and then
them bars was a little weak. Like,
I mean, bro, I was saying that shit on. How you big stepping with a size 7 man zone?
like that's the best you got. You
Just a
short.
fight with the bark, nigga,
Shut up and make
what
some
up?
drums, Metro. Damn,
That
Rick
shit-
Ross like 50 and he old.
That shit is hilarious. All of them.
No, it's funny.
All of that shit is fun. I think that's the best part of this beef. It just really sounded like they all started riffing each other. But like it's like when riffing start getting too serious.
Yeah.
And they start saying like how they really feel about each other, and we just all there like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like that's the best part
Yeah,
of this.
Drake like, you short nigga, and Kendrick's like, you shouldn't be saying black. You shouldn't be saying nigga. You insecure. You don't love yourself. Nobody around you actually likes you. Your whole team is against you. You suck. You're a terrible person. You're a horrible father. You don't know nothing about being a father. Like, damn, calm down. He ain't even do all that.
That's Gemini shit, bro. That's Gemini shit, bro. Geminis be real cool. And then you feel me, like that's why they don't know. Again, it's a riff session, and Geminis don't know how to riff normal, bro. They only know how to say really hurtful shit.
Yeah.
Like they think that they saying something normal, and they just be like
Nah.
the most fucked up thing. Like, see, this is why I don't talk. This is why I don't play like that.
Hey, I feel that because I started listening to the disc today. I was listening to it too many times, and I started feeling bad for Drake. I'm like, this just seemed kind of mean now.
Well, I
like-
mean, some of it also as well, like a point that he did definitely say in the song is like, bro, I'm not speaking for just me. I'm speaking for the culture. Like, I don't know if you're aware, but this is the stuff that everybody like. Cause like my baby mom, bro, all the shit that Kendrick was saying, my baby mom be saying most of that shit. She be like, for real, Drake, when he be talking sometimes, it be cringy for me. It be getting on my nerves. Like one moment he's talking like a Rasta, next moment he's talking British, and then like sometimes he's talking Canadian, and like his rap voice is cool, but like when he regular talks, it's like kind of cringy to me. It's weird. Like she be talking about like when he be taking these pictures, he be putting like the duck lips out, and he be looking real sassy. That's what my baby mom say about Drake all the time. He's real sassy. He do sassy shit. He acts sassy. So Kendrick coming out and saying, bro, when I see you with Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches.
I mean, in Drake's defense, if you stand next to Sexy Red, you not gonna feel like you a bad bitch.
I literally, when I seen that picture of Drake with his arm around Sexy Red and he was like with his lips
Yeah, that
poked
was
out,
wild.
I literally was like, I imagine myself with my arm around Sexy Red. And like, I do have female friends and shit like that. And I might do like a little, you know what I'm saying, a piece or something. I don't know. But I don't think,
Nah,
you
that
ain't
was
getting
big.
too many of them. I'm not doing too
Right.
many of them. I might, you know what I'm saying, I might do that and be funny with one of my female friends every once in a while. But every picture, I'm not about to be doing all of the same
Man.
poses that the chicks do and shit like that. Like,
That man said, you hate women, you see them as competition, and you want to pop ass with them.
you probably pop ass with them.
That was wild. I would have been mad at that. Like, you bitch, you did not just say that.
And I mean, it's again, it's so funny. Like, I think that's the best part about it because it's just a riff session, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even the way Kendrick said, he was like, you probably pop ass with him. Like, he literally meant that shit. Like, bro, you probably pop ass with them bitches, bro. Stop it.
That is
Like, don't
funny.
talk to me about you be with these bitches, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I get it, bro. I get it that you want to make music with the next up and coming artists a lot of time and shit like that. You feel me? You learn that from Jay-Z. It keeps you relevant. It keeps you on your toes. You get to help somebody out. They get to help you out. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. Cool. I also understand that you make women music for women. Like how you be saying, like, well, I don't make music for niggas who don't get pussy, so that's the ones that I count on to diss me or overlook me. Like, we get it. Okay, cool. You do make vibes for the women and shit like that, cool. But there's a line and a limit to that shit, bro, to where it starts looking a little like,
Zesty.
yeah, look a little zesty, look a little zesty, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's a bunch of nigga rappers and they might do one song with like a Coi Leray I ain't gonna say that because there's niggas that will do a bunch
I
of
mean, you
songs
can
with
do
all
multiple
some
songs,
of the
but there's a
girls.
way to do it and not come off as like, okay, you a little bit
It's like you
too
almost
much
clicky
on
with
there.
the girls. And I do I this ain't a diss to Drake. I fuck with Drake. I don't even watch the shit that much. I used to be a real huge Drake fan. Drake got me through some times, you feel me? Drake's R&B shit, he's sweet and he can rap. You feel me? Like, but it's just like his last recent couple of albums ain't been like crack. But I don't listen to music like as the Bible or like that anymore anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
So the crazy thing about the diss tracks, I saw someone that was looking at this, but it's like if you look at the writing credits for Euphoria and Push Ups, they have the composers listed and the producers, and then they also have the writers on the song. So on Kendrick is the only one that's credited as a writer on there. On Drake's song, there's Drake and two other people credited as writers on the diss track. So now it looked like he was getting bars.
he definitely did. And that's even funnier as well. Like you kept it to 3, that's good. But even still, even on a diss track,
Yeah, like you still got writers
y'all
of a diss
released it.
track.
Yeah, y'all released it on YouTube and shit to not put it on streaming services, but you still worried about cutting your splits to your guy. They worried
And
about
that's the
getting they
crazy
splits.
part
They like,
too.
hey, whatever this do, we need RPs, bro, because them little lines, they probably was, but I mean, again, they probably was all in the room just riffing him, and
Yeah, that's the crazy
it
part.
turned in, and Drake wrote it. You know what I'm saying?
Kendrick's diss has been up on YouTube for 3 days and has more views than Drake's diss does. And Drake diss has been up for 2 weeks.
Drake, well,
That's the
didn't
crazy
Drake's
part.
come on streaming services for a minute? It
Um,
don't really matter.
I don't
Kendrick's is
think so.
funnier.
I don't,
Kendrick's
I
is
don't think so, but it's the fact that like day one of Kendrick's diss being out had more views than Drake's.
it
Like
was anticipated.
even if it was on like streaming services or not.
I think Drake shot himself in the foot with saying so much like, well, you need to hurry up. You need to hurry up.
Yeah.
He made Kendrick's anticipated. So
And then
when
he
he
put up the
finally did,
follow up 3 days later. And that's
yeah,
crazy. And it's like I know you didn't listen to the second one, but the second one was just like, okay, this is not even a diss. This is just you being personal now. Like he didn't go out of his way to like specifically diss certain things about Drake, like, oh, you suck as a dad, you a this, you a that. He just like criticized Drake, like you're a terrible person. Your team don't actually trust you or fuck with you. You got people around you. And he's like, OVO, like you never thought about this. Like they probably working for me, best you know. And like talking about all this inside information, like you need to look at who's around you because like they don't really like you. They not fucking with you. You got 100 people on your salary. 20 of them hate you. Another 30 of them don't want to be bothered with you. And then the ones that's closest to you, they plotting on your downfall and wishing for it, but they not really bold enough to say it.
yeah.
It's like you hit on the insecure levels to where it's like even if
And
you
that
brush
type
it
of
off,
shit will fuck you up too. Because
yeah,
if you're not a good person, that's where that type of shit will happen. You feel me? You will have a whole bunch of people that they gotta be
yeah.
loyal to you because you feed them, but they don't fucking like you.
And even then, that's gonna sit in the back of his head, like, damn, like, is they really against me like that? And I don't
He
know
probably
it.
know they is.
Like
He
that's
probably know a lot of the motherfuckers that don't fuck with him and shit, or he probably knows how he's treated people and he's probably earned it. So
yeah.
who knows, bro?
So
Kendrick definitely fucking blazed the fuck out of that nigga. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
You know, Rick Ross said that his nose fake. Drake got some good riffs in too.
Said his nose was fake. They said his abs was fake. And it's like the receipts is kind of checking out. It's
Oh well, Joe Budden been said that his abs was fake a long time ago. So did Meg Thee Stallion. So they been out of that, but you know,
that's
like
crazy. And
it's
nobody
just
cared.
yeah. I don't know. Rap beef is funny. That's enough rap beef, Joe. That's
Oh.
why Keys and y'all fuck y'all niggas, fucking bastards.
Get a T-shirt that says "fuck Keith and that."
Yeah, bro, we should have worn them this episode.
Oh man, what else we got? Kaiju number 8. You ain't seen that, have you?
I ain't seen that.
All right, so Kaiju number 8. It's a really new anime. It looks amazing for one, like
Mhm.
movie quality on the episodes. Like it's really
What's it on?
Crunchyroll.
Okay.
It's really smooth, like on the frame rate wise. So like that surprised me for one. And then the animation is more, it's more serious. Like it's not like the little kiddie animation style.
Mm.
But essentially, what's going on? It's 3 episodes in. So in the town that they live in, kaiju are like a regular thing that come up and attack the town.
Mm.
So they have a team of kaiju hunters, which is basically their military force. Like like they're shinobi, they're Titan hunters, or I forget what they're called in Attack on Titan, or whatever. But
Yeah.
that's basically
Like
their
their
military
military corps,
force that
yeah.
fights the kaiju. And the
Okay.
military force, they get these like special suits that enhance their ability and these kaiju killing weapons. So they
Mm.
go around and they kill the kaiju. And then the guy, the main character, he's part of the cleanup crew that has to clean up kaiju and know specific
Mm.
parts about them to properly dispose of them. Um, so that's kind of where that goes from there. But his issue is that the girl who's the leader of the kaiju slaying squad, she is a girl that he knew from his childhood, and they kind of made a pact that they were going to join the kaiju hunter team.
Mm.
But
But he bitched out.
no, he couldn't make it. He tried to do the exam, but he kept
Mm.
failing it, and he never got in. So he was
Mm.
disappointed in himself because it's like he 32. They made this promise when they was
Well, don't
kids.
spoil the whole show because I'm
I
gonna
mean,
watch it.
there's still plenty more to see. It's still plenty more to see. That's just the intro, but he's salty on that and whatnot. But
Sounds cool as
the
fuck. Go
anime
ahead.
so far has been great. It's got great voice work, amazing animation, and then I mean, it's typical anime, so like you can guess where it's gonna go from here of him like getting sweeter as a character.
Yeah.
But it's just really been like amazing so far the whole way through, and
I'm
I would say
fucking
it's
with it.
better than Solo Leveling, at least just based on the first 3 episodes.
Better than solo
Compared to
level.
the first three of Solo Leveling, because like the first 3 episodes of Solo Leveling didn't really do much, whereas like Kaiju number 8 came in strong on the first 3 episodes.
Solo leveling's first 3 episodes was crispy, but I will allow
Yeah,
you to have your.
that's all I'm saying. Like I'm not saying Solo Leveling's bad. I'm just saying like
Yeah, nah, that's a good.
Kaiju made a better
That's a
version.
good claim. That makes me want to
Yeah.
watch it. That definitely
And
makes me want
that's
to watch it.
that's what got me, because like I was talking shit about it, but in the first few seconds, I'm like, this animation looks
I've been
amazing.
waiting on a new anime to watch too, man. It's
That's it
like
right there. It looks beautiful.
whenever I gotta really spend time with babe, that's when it's good to have a good show that I actually fuck with and try and get her to just be like, nah, like we've been watching Shogun, put her on a mystery because I've been trying to watch more real life shows because all we do is watch anime and shit. Like, and all she like to watch is cartoons. You feel me? Like she watched like SpongeBob SquarePants, Avatar, and fucking,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Anything that's a cartoon, she just watch that shit all day. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, how the fuck you don't watch regular TV? But when she watch regular TV, well, she do watch movies and shit and girl shit. And but if it's regular shit, it'd just be bitches fighting
Drama
or
stuff.
yeah, girl
Zeus
shows,
Network,
fucking yeah,
Big
that
Sean and
little chess show, whatever. I don't even know.
Krishan and Blueface.
Yeah, then I'll be trying to judge her, but I'm like, damn, all I watch is anime, and she will watch the fuck out some zombie
I
shit.
feel that.
So I do like a nice little, good, decent anime because an anime that's them top tier animes, even women gotta watch them. They can't even just be like, I ain't trying to watch this. It's all, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They'd be like, oh nah, like, all right, well shit,
So
I watch this shit.
here's the kicker about that, about what I learned about anime recently. So I'm always complaining that I feel like a lot of anime is the same and doesn't stand out as anything special. So a lot of those more top tier anime, like
Mhm.
something like Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, um, I'd say probably even Trigun, or even like the movies, like like how Hayao Miyazaki movies are such a big deal. The reason those stand out is because they actually have a artist director,
Mhm.
which I guess the term is auteur director, which basically an auteur director is a director that has an actual artistic vision for what they're
Mm.
creating. So those people will come in, and when you see their stuff, it has a stylistic, a very stylistic approach to it, and makes it stand out more, as opposed to like a lot of regular TV shows usually just have, like, they'll have a director, but it's just a regular small name person. So when they make the stuff, it doesn't really have anything specific about it that really stands out. It's just kind of like you were just kind of here to just give it some kind of direction. And part of an
Mm.
issue with that, I don't know if you've ever like if you've ever read a manga of the same anime that you were watching, but there's a lot of scenes in manga that don't get translated very well over to anime, and the
Mm.
tone gets completely lost. And that's because you don't have that artistic director there to keep that same vision. And
Mm.
that's why so much anime is coming out, and it's just seeming really like all the same thing, because it's just none of them have that artistic vision to really differentiate it from something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, like you said, just like you said, so having somebody who has a way that they want
Mm.
things to be
Yeah.
portrayed. I think like you can see that in shit like Attack on Titan when it's the silent moments that are really, really translate really, really well. Um, I'd have to see some because I mean, I guess like you said, maybe I do know some where it's just somebody who, excuse me, they just watched the show or read a little bit of the manga, or maybe they don't even know it, but they like, well, I'll just put it together, like
So the best way to see that, you know, those episodes in anime where they'll have really crazy animation and choreography. Like you might
mm,
watch Naruto and then something where Naruto's about to fight somebody, and then they come in with this crazy ass choreography and
mm,
animation that's not like the rest of the episodes. That's because they had one specific director come in to direct those couple episodes. That's where
mm.
you can really see the biggest changes
So
at.
like when he fought Pain and shit like that, and they
Yeah.
just switched everything up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I mean that in budget, but you know, the main thing is just those specific episodes that are just completely different from what they were all doing all these other episodes. That's when that director came in.
Mm,
And so if you look at who's directing those episodes, it's usually like some kind of like really popular Japanese name or whatever or something like that. It's like and they do the same thing with television too, to where like television never has a set director. Like they have multiple directors come in and direct every episode throughout the
mm.
season. That's why you have some episodes that'll be really good, and then some that might be mid, and some are trash because we don't have the same consistent director.
That's weird as fuck.
Yeah, it's I mean it's how production works. But like if you watch something like I don't know if you ever watched Atlanta, but Atlanta has this guy named Hiro Murai who is the typically the main director on the show,
Mm,
and his vision is kind of what set the tone for what Atlanta was going to be for like the first 8 episodes of him directing it. And so that's kind of how they got to where they are from there. So
mm.
I don't
Yeah,
know. It's like a director is kind of one of those people where it's like you don't really realize how important they are until you don't have it.
yeah. Or until it switches and you're like, what the fuck changed?
Yeah, like why is this like
Something
not
just
good
feels
now? Like
off. But yeah,
yeah, so that's just been the problem for me with a lot of anime to where it's just kind of like it's just kind of there. Like I was like Kyle kept telling me about this Muscles and Magic show, and I finally watched it. I watched the first episode, and I'm like, this is just kind of bullshit. Like
I watched some of it. It was cool, but it's just like another One Punch Man or one of them.
I wasn't even feeling it like One Punch Man because like One Punch Man, at least the first season has some really strong style to it. But
Yeah, I guess I feel where you're coming from. Maybe you probably just seeing something from a certain thing that just the average person ain't seeing too. So that's
yeah,
cool. I wouldn't knock that. Like you just got a certain eye for it. Cause like me, I ain't gonna lie. I watch a lot of anime, but I don't think that I really be realizing like it's just like either I'm like, fuck with it or I don't know.
yeah,
Like,
it's more so it's kind of like you gotta kind of see it. Like once you see it and you see the evidence of it, it's
mm,
hard to not see it. Like you know, like seeing fight scenes in movies. Like there's a reason why some fight scenes in movies, like you watch John Wick, it looks great the whole way through, and in other movies, you watch and they're just kind of like they're throwing punches, but it's like who really cares? You know,
yeah,
like it's not doing much for me.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad
So
at that.
you know, ruined anime for you.
Nah, I'm still gonna be fucking watching them. I'm gonna go watch that fucking Kaiju number 8 too.
Kaiju number 8 is crazy so far.
Sounds good. I'm gonna watch that as soon as I get some chill time. We was playing some fucking Tekken.
Tekken
Eddie
going crazy.
Gordo was out.
You play Tekken, Dave? Mm.
Mm,
Oh, nice.
mm. Which one? 4?
I mean, they keep updating it, so
If we said you like talking about actually in the arcade, right?
yeah,
Our
cause
age, about 30, probably fucking Tekken 4 or 5. The one
5 might
where
have been the
the
last one I really
preview
saw,
when you actually in the arcade, they probably was showing Kazuya going through the
or probably
Mishima
6.
Zaibatsu and he beating everybody up, like slamming their head. He was in like a building and shit, and he like beating niggas up in the Tekken 4.
Not you knowing that off rip.
It
Cause
was
you
at that
start losing me like
Dave and
the
Buster's or
Mishimi Tenkaichi
motherfucking
Budokai
or
Zaibatsu. Like what?
he either was at GameWorks or Dave and Buster's because he said arcade Tekken.
Mm,
So that's the one, like the big arcade ones. They definitely it was Tekken 4. That was when Kazuya was in there. Before you even put your money in and shit, they only showing you the intro credits. Kazuya going through that building, beating the fuck out of the Mishima Zaibatsu, slamming niggas' heads and the shit. That's
yeah,
when Steve Fox first came out.
I missed that arcade shit.
Yep, that was the first game Steve Fox was in. That boxing and shit. That's where, especially if you played arcade, that nigga he was crispy.
Yeah,
First
no.
game Steve Fox was in.
Honestly, I'm thinking about learning to play Raven just because of that Cisco meme. Like
He said, "Yeah,
that shit.
yeah." That shit was fucking childish in the all white. They had him in. I seen a mod. They had him as Naruto,
Oh my god.
and he was just doing. It was just like he come out and it's all shadow clones, and all of his moves was
Yeah.
shadow clones. I was like, somebody definitely was watching Ninja Storm when they came up with his move set. Eddie Gordo, he's still cheating. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure
I
some
think
shit
they didn't
out.
they make him worse. Like they made him easier. Like you just hit straight circle and
X. They said that there's a bot that they built that it just only presses X and it's been playing competitively and it's gotten really, really far online. But
man.
yeah, Tekken been super sweet. What's the I had some was there Tekken news? Tekken going crazy. Oh
Uh,
no, we want to talk about Tekken. Was it
you,
well Eddie Gordo dropped. Oh yeah, Waffle House. They fucking hit up Harada. Basically, black people have been harassing Harada saying he should put Waffle
House and
House
Tekken.
as a stage in Tekken. And he finally responded like, look, I'm not opposed to it. I just don't know why y'all keep saying it. Waffle House should be in Tekken.
That shit is
So they
hilarious.
sent him a whole bunch of videos of people fighting in Waffle House. They're like, bro, it's already a fighting stage, bro. Like that's
Like,
where people
bro,
go to fight. So he's like, I don't know. The fact that he even acknowledged it, asked the question, and they got back to him. If Waffle House ends up being put into Tekken, that would be great. Now there's people talking about the logistics of it and all that shit. Like he might
he
want
ain't
to
even
do
got to
it.
name a Waffle House. You can make it
You can just
Pancake
make it
Home.
look like exactly. You just make it look like because I
We know
mean
what it is.
they may not Waffle House may not. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry, America. America. I'm sorry. I'm yawning. I'm sorry, America. Been up since 6:15. Probably
Mm.
a little earlier than that. But motherfucking Waffle House don't want that bad publicity. Like, bro, people fighting our
Nah, cause
restaurant.
look, it would
It
be
would be
nothing but
good
up for them,
publicity
cause
though.
their reputation is already the fact. Like their good reputation is already based on bad things. So like, if your Waffle House cook don't look like he been to jail and got some tattoos, your food about to be trash.
Yeah, not to mention like yeah, your Waffle House gotta be dirty. Like not dirty, but
Like
it can't be like
it gotta have some
it gotta be
some
some
maturity to
bullshit. It
it.
gotta be some bullshit going on at Waffle House, and you already know what you get in dealing with Waffle House. Like you know what I'm saying. That if you came in complaining too much, the nigga who own Waffle House be like, "Bitch, it's Waffle House. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?"
and people respect Waffle House for that. They come off
Man,
as real.
I
Like
want some fucking Waffle House. You know
I
Waffle
was
House
thinking
near
that
me?
too. Actually, I was about to like, man,
Yeah,
let me make the stop and get something to go.
All Star meat, and that bitch is still what $10
Yeah, no, it's
now.
one on High Street.
It's like $10 now. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. Akuma just got
Akuma,
dropped in six
Okada,
Street Fighter 6
bro, and they made that nigga even crazier.
and Buffer.
Yo, I was watching some Tekken 7 video. People's talking about why they hated Akuma so much. This dude beat the shit out of an Akuma player to where he had like one little sliver of health left. The Akuma got one parry off and comboed that nigga like 100-0. One combo and finished it off with a raging demon. Like, bro, get out of here.
Yeah, bro. Akuma a bad motherfucker, bro. I mean, he's always been a glass cannon, but even more like he doesn't belong in Tekken. Like he's cheating. He's got projectiles.
Yeah,
He's
it was
barely a
crazy they
3D
even
character.
did
Like
that.
yeah, and then they was putting geese in there and shit, bro. I don't like it when they put niggas in the game that don't really go with the meta of the game. Like when Noctis and them be in there and shit and they can fly. I'm like,
I don't.
stop doing this, bro.
I just don't like Tekken when they like the people too anime-ish. Like Noctis was definitely like, cause people was like, if you're gonna put a Final Fantasy character, why the fuck would you not pick Tifa? Why would you pick Noctis? You're gonna avoid the chick that got straight hands and put in some dude with a
They
sword in
tripping,
here.
man. Like, I mean, there's so many different places that you can go. Like you said, it just be getting a little bit too. It's
Too over the
cheating.
top.
Yeah, it's too over the top, and I
That's why people
understand
didn't like
going
Lucky
back.
Chloe.
Yeah, I mean, I understand going back and getting somebody from like a King of Fighters or something, but he's like all fucking cheating ass moves. My bad, I'm still yawning, but all the fucking he got some cheating ass moves, bro. That should be getting on my nerves. I just would rather fight regular ass, but I guess he's not really that sweet because also he doesn't belong in the game because his moves is all slow.
Yeah, I like the crossover characters too, just cause like seeing somebody from another fighting game crossover and see how you can implement them into Tekken while still playing like they're in their own game. Like that'll forever be amazing to
I
me.
also love fan service, bro. Like I love shit that
I'll never get mad at fan
love getting
service.
extra shit where it shouldn't be at.
Yeah,
Like,
not
bro, what? He here too? Let's go.
actually. I think if it anything, I think it was like the poll that they had for Tekken is how they ended up with some of those characters. Like, cause they had a poll and people said they wanted Negan from The Walking Dead in it, and so he's like, okay, then we get Negan in The Walking Dead. But the fact that that happened at all, I'll never be mad at that.
Harada crispy though. He actually listens to the people, bro. So Harada definitely crispy for that. Motherfucking I didn't look up the PlayStation games for the month, so fuck it. Would you ain't had some else?
Uh, Roroni Kenshin. That's what I had. I was watching it recently because they had the remake for Roroni Kenshin,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you've watched it or not, but it's it's not bad or nothing like that. It's definitely a little bit weird watching the original, like being used to the original, and then seeing this remake that has completely different animation style
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. But the show is still pretty faithful to the
Is
original.
it a real? It's a reboot. It's a cartoon
It's a
reboot,
remake.
remake, cartoon or TV show.
It's still typical anime, so they still have
Okay.
episodes. It's like they didn't remake it as like one whole movie, but it's like they redid the whole anime. And no, I know what it is. It's like Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Man, this nigga Ant was getting on my nerves so fucking bad the other day talking about Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. They're the exact same show. I literally started watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It literally starts off different
It
than Full
starts
Metal
off
Alchemist.
way different. Like they got the same story beats, but it drastically differs off. Like
Yeah,
there's
I'm
whole
like, it's
characters that's
literally
not
not
even
even the
there.
same. Like Full Metal Alchemist, the normal when they start off literally trying to transmute and bring their mom back. That's how they start off the show and get you into it. At least from my memory.
Yeah,
Like they just like that. That's way more hooking than them being in the motherfucking military city and fighting the Crimson Alchemist.
and in all fairness, I was fucking with both because Full Metal Alchemist, the original one, seemed more hardcore and mature, and Brotherhood seemed a little bit more anime upbeat. You know,
Yeah, and that's why I don't like that Ant says that they're the exact same show, and
yeah,
that Brotherhood is really the real original story. And that full, like you said it perfectly, bro. Full Metal Alchemist, the original one, is more hardcore. It's darker, like it's more,
yeah, because they had to
it's
make their own
gritty.
story up because they
Yeah,
didn't have all of it. But I like he was basically just trying to say that the point of Brotherhood was Brotherhood is where the story was supposed to go based on the manga.
I don't give a damn what Ant talking about. They're not
Yeah.
the same show.
Yeah, but
He's so wrong.
that's basically how the Rurouni Kenshin remake is because which they could have probably differentiated that a little
Mm,
bit better. But the point of the remake is that it follows the manga more directly than what the
mm.
original was. Because I guess the original like deviates from the manga a little bit more. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I was way bigger on Full Metal Alchemist, which honestly you might have been the one that put me more on the Full Metal Alchemist because I don't think I really watched it all that much as a kid until
greatest
I
show
saw
ever.
you obsessing with it. It was an amazing show. Like I think even as far as anime goes, I think that was the top rated anime like of all time,
I mean, I
which is
wouldn't be surprised.
yeah,
And they always, I mean, that's why I hate that Brotherhood is compared to it, and that people do be saying they fuck with Brotherhood more because I'm like, I don't like Brotherhood, bro. It's cool, but
I can see why.
it's not what the original Full Metal Alchemist was,
I
bro.
can
Like
see why.
even with dealing with their mom being one of the homunculus and shit like that, their mom wasn't even a homunculus in the second one.
Yeah, because that
Like
made more sense as a plot
Pride,
point.
Pride wasn't really like Pride had Edward's arm and leg in the original Full Metal Alchemist. Like that's what they whole beef was about. Like it was like, bro, like nigga, that's my body parts, nigga. Like he
Yeah,
was like, nah, nigga, I'm the real you, nigga. I'm taking your mom, nigga. Like that Full Metal Alchemist, the original Full Metal
it's
Alchemist was my
crazy.
shit, bro.
That
Like
was
I'm like,
crazy.
bro, that shit is crazy. Gluttony was really actually eating shit. Like,
No, it was definitely way darker. Like they made like the parts where people die and get killed. Like they have a whole episode where Ed starts freaking out and is like, "I really thought I was about to die," and like that could low-key tripped me out as a kid because I'm like, "Hold up, why?" I mean, like they had to remind you, like, "Yeah, nah, it's an anime, but these little niggas are still 15."
yeah, bro, crazy show,
I'm
bro.
like, "God damn,
But
no."
more about the Rurouni Kenshin reboot. So like, I mean, anime style, like you said, the story is still pretty much the same. Like, so
It
was
doesn't do anything special animation wise. I would say.
mm,
I don't even in the fight scenes are definitely really anime focused. Like, like the typical kind of over the topness as opposed to let's kind of make really sweet sword choreography fights.
Is the only Wabon group in there and shit?
I'm not that far. I'm only like 3, 4 episodes
I
in.
wonder if they're gonna have the nigga that he fought that had the hands with the
Yeah,
his sleeves was like,
yeah, I know who you're talking
yeah,
about.
that shit was crispy.
No, I'm pretty sure all of them are still in there as important characters, but like, I mean, because I know Sanosuke is still there. Like I'm like 4 episodes in, he shows up, and I think they mentioned Shishi. Well, Shishio is a major character, so he has to be there regardless.
Mm.
So, but that dude with the arms, I don't know. He might have been just for that one part in the show, but other than that, it's solid so far. I was watching this girl and she was like fucking with the anime, and like she even asked me later on, like, what was that anime we was watching? Like Rurouni Kenshin, like so.
That's what's up.
And then like I don't know. Again, I'm still super huge on Rise of the Ronin. Like I will die on the hill about this. I'm so hurt that niggas have not
I'm
really
gonna
played
play
it,
some more of it probably tonight if we since we ain't probably popping out. I'll probably go home and
because
boot up a little bit more of it.
I've been fucking with that game so heavy, like just everything in it. But it's like it made me appreciate that game more and the anime more, just for the fact that they take place in the same time frame. So it's almost like getting a double history buff. Like,
You watch Shogun?
I know I tried to. I watched the first episode, and the first episode was just really like slow and
It's in that same time period where Western civilization is starting to try and slowly. They just now are discovering Japan.
does the show pick up like in episode 2 or 3, or is it just slow the whole time? Like
No,
that?
it picks up. It's more of one of those cerebral type shows. It's more like war, and it's more about if you like historical pieces, like again, like what you're saying, like what I'm saying, like it's just real big on like because for one, the dude that's there is a barbarian, so he's like a white man, and he don't speak their language, he don't understand their customs. Like one significant part that happens is like he was trying to make jerky out of a bird, pretty much. So the bird had died and shit, and he trying to hang it outside, make jerky out of it. And Asians, they clean as fuck. Like it's stinking. They're like, bro, what are you doing? Like they like, bro, if he cook anything, like what I'm saying, they trying to bathe, take him to bathe every day. He like, bro, already bathe this week. It's just like their customs are so different and all of that shit. So when he was like, nah, I'm gonna make a stew out of that fucking bird, bro. Whoever touched this bird, they die. You feel me? Like, and it was stinking so bad one day, and one of the cleaning dudes, he really moved that bitch. He's like, I don't give a fuck, I'm moving this bitch, and they killed his ass. And he started realizing, like they said, like, bro, here your words mean shit. You feel me? Like, especially when it's got a lot of social structures and shit like that. Like, he called the dude who he was like, oh, what's up, Mr. Blah blah, because San or Sama or anything like that is calling somebody Mr. They pretty much talking like you don't call no homeless people Mr. Like it's social structure. Like it goes homeless people, then civilians, then you as a samurai,
Yeah.
the daimyo, and then the fucking warlords and shit like that. And so it's just
Yeah.
really about like, like seeing the strategy, seeing just historically how they live, like seppuku and shit. You speak out of turn, like
They
one
get-
nigga spoke out of turn, bro. He had to kill himself and his kid.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
Yeah,
God
bro.
damn.
And
Like,
it's supposed to invoke those types of feelings in you because you realize like this is something that people
Yeah.
really lived like.
and he volunteered for that shit at that. He was like, I'm sorry for doing this. I'm gonna kill myself.
Because he knew that if he didn't, then that punishment would have came down on his lord. And your lord, that's why when you were saying why would Rurouni Kenshin be fighting for the government, that's what I'm saying. Like in Japan, social structure and leadership, like in orders, is just like in the military here. It's like, bro, orders are orders.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, but there is something different. You feel me? Like, if you a samurai and you have a lord or something like that, like if it's a little kid and he is, about to be the emperor or something, or whoever he is, if he's just a war, like, he's just a samurai and he's your lord, he's literally that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You no matter if he wrong, I don't care if he whatever he doing, he could be out here murdering motherfuckers. Like, you have to do what the fuck he say, pretty much.
Yeah.
Unless you gonna be a fucking Ronin, which is somebody who abandoned their post as a because being a samurai is your livelihood as well. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just being a samurai, you feel me? That can get you a wife, you
Can
feel
get
me?
a lot.
You
A
can it's gonna
samurai is
get
like
you
the highest
land.
honor.
Yeah, up underneath a warlord and the emperor. You feel me? Like, so If you give that up, nigga, you're not only giving up, you know what I'm saying, what you worked hard for, your honor as a man, you feel me? Because they do got that as well, your training and shit. But you giving up your land, you giving up your money, you giving up your name.
Giving
That's
up
why
your
they say, even
loyalty.
if you get your ponytail chopped off, like, nigga, you lost a fight? You let a nigga cut your ponytail off? Oh, you gotta go, nigga. Like,
Like,
they don't
nah.
play that shit, bro. They, you know what I'm
Cutting that
saying?
top knot off, that's next level disrespect.
Yeah, bro. So that's like it's more of that. You're supposed to more watch it and just be inspired by how, you know, like just all inspired by like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like these niggas, you know, just the different historical just intricacies of the show and being like, huh, like, you know, that's cool. You know, that's more what it's about. Like this, and then it is also war and shit like that too.
Nah, the shit with Kenshin like tripped me out because it's like I know like they had the social and hierarchy and whatnot of it all, but like it kind of tripped me out because it's like they had both sides that people could be on. It's like he was anti-shogunate and the shogun had his own samurai and people and whatnot, but just like kind of just given how Kenshin is as a person and the side that he like chose to side with, it was just really confusing. Cause like,
Well, the Shoguns ain't historically always the best niggas, bro. You seen the last? I think
yeah,
it's the last Samurai or 13 Ronin or something like that. It's literally one of them. Like, bro, 13 Ronin. I think it's about like they end up fighting a bunch of samurai who their lord was a fuck nigga, bro. He was standing little kids up and shooting them with bow and arrows
yeah,
in his backyard, bro. Like sometimes power will absolute power corrupts absolutely. If you have somebody who's a daimyo or a warlord or something like that, and they just up underneath the emperor and they can literally do whatever they want, they can fuck whoever they want, eat whatever they want, take whatever they want, kill whoever they want. Like you feel me? Like they literally can kill motherfuckers in the street, bro, and not get no trouble for it.
yeah,
Like if you're a civilian and I'm a samurai nigga, I can just cut you down. It ain't nobody gonna say shit to me.
yeah.
It's a scene in Shogun where the dude he beat his wife. He beat his wife at the dude's house, and then he leave. And as he leaving, the white man is like, "Bro, what the fuck was you doing?" And the dude just gets down on his knees and he apologizes to him because he like, "I'm in your house beating a bitch. You have every right to kill me if you want to because I've disrespected you. You feel me? So all I can really do is plead for my life for real. But I also know you don't know our customs and you ain't built like that. But if you really was built like that and you really wanted to be cut, bro, you would be well with. It's just like in America, bro. If you come in my house, as long as you facing me in the front, I can shoot you dead. You feel me? Like I can say whatever the fuck I want. So it's just they know it's certain rules that they culture operate by. You know what I'm saying? So it's he probably could have been like, bro, the shogunate does need to be overthrown. There's some people here that just have too much absolute power. And also, you know what I'm saying? Western civilization was a motherfucker, bro. They was in the motherfucking, you gotta think, bro. The Japanese had gunpowder for longer than the white man, but they wasn't using it for guns.
Yeah.
They was using it for fireworks. The white man came over there with pistols.
Yeah, it was a
They was
fraction of
still
the
using samurai
English.
swords. You know what I'm saying? So when the Western civilization started making advancements and shit like that, and they started coming over there with money and God. That's another thing that's real big in the Shogun show, and I'm sure it's also in the fucking the
Rise
last
of Ronin.
Ronin. You feel me? Like you'll see places that are very historically feudal Japan with the palaces and you know regular fucking I don't know what the fuck is their ground, the streets and shit. Like even in the Shogun, they said like we build our house because there's so much nature here. We don't build our shit to last for a long time. We'll get an earthquake, we'll get a tsunami or some shit like that. So we build huts. We build shit that can get built, burned down quick, and then built back up quick. White people came over there and started building big ass brick churches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they bring God, they bring money, you know what I'm saying, and they bring politics, and that's how they infect you without having to actually bring war first. Even in Civ, you think we be playing Civ and shit, but that's how if you don't, you go,
Going
you
crazy,
send
Civ.
you send motherfucking religious people over there first and make them be following your religion and shit like that. Because if you over there fighting some motherfuckers, you killing people from a foreign land, they don't speak your language, they don't look like you, and they don't believe in your God.
Yeah.
They're not going to listen to you. If you do rise to power, you're going to be more enslaving people then you're going to be more in a place where it's
Where
like,
they're like following you.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Eventually, they're gonna be subservient because at the end of the day, you came in with some power and shit, but you did it in a more strategic way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they got the black people with God, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
no.
saying? To this day, God is the most important thing to black people, and we don't even fucking know if it's the white man's Christian God or the black God or
Hey, look,
you know.
if you
So
really want to look at it, when it came to slavery times, a lot of times or sometimes, the only day that they would get to even maybe have a little bit of time off and not working was usually Sunday, where you get to pray to your slave masters, white God, that you're told is your only form of salvation.
and I love Jesus. It's like
But
shit.
Jesus was not white,
Yeah,
so
nah, black Jesus crispy.
yeah.
But nah, bro, that shit, bro, them motherfucking it's a historical piece.
No, I feel that
And
because
I
it's
feel
like
you know the same thing with like with what's it called?
because Rise of the Ronin, now that kind of makes me want to give Shogun a second chance because it's like
Mm,
now I done got into the whole story because like I had to look at the story Rise of the Ronin to figure out like, well, hold up, which fucking faction should I side with? Because they don't tell you one side is right over the other because technically one side wasn't right over the other. The
I'm
Shogun,
never siding with no white men coming from somewhere else, bro. I'm sorry.
but see, and that's what I was thinking too because
They
I'm like,
bring
well, hell
disease,
no, like let's
yeah,
get these
bro.
niggas up out of
But they
Japan.
had guns.
They did, but when I'm playing the game, I'm playing the game and I'm seeing like the differences of why people had different beliefs on which side that they were on. The people that were anti-shogunate and wanted the borders to stay closed, them niggas was crazy. They was literally just like, we're just gonna kill whoever we need to. And it's like there's a mission you do in the game where you go kill these dudes because they're like these white people from another country or whatever. And this doctor chick comes out to scold you, and she's like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?" And she's like, "What do you mean? We getting rid of these foreigners?" And she's like, "They were giving us medicine so that way we could treat the people that were here that had all these different diseases and shit that we don't have any medication for." And then
Mm.
the character's like, "Oh, like we really done like fucked up with thinking that we doing the right thing here." And so it's just
That's a testament of a good RPG
yeah,
for sure. You know what I'm saying? You have to immerse the player into that environment and really have those real consequences for your decisions. And you're never gonna be able to make the
yeah,
right decision all the way through because there's assholes on both sides and they purposely doing that. You're never gonna have all the right information, but that's a sweet way they did that.
yeah. No,
That's definitely sweet. We can hop on tonight because I'm gonna definitely jump and play some. I haven't really played a good amount of games, and that's why I've been doing a lot of productive stuff. So I'm gonna put that on my schedule of like, nah, this is something productive I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play some video games and shit like that. Um, Remind me after the podcast too to talk to. There's a taco fucking festival tomorrow. I don't know if you're trying to go, but
Saturday.
yeah, but we can talk about tomorrow
The
later.
problem with the Taco
Oh, your
Fest is
birthday party is your party is tomorrow too.
nah, that's supposed to be probably Sunday. Probably
Mm.
Sunday. I need to check.
Nah, let's not talk about because we got one more topic. We got a best reboot.
Oh
Best
yeah.
reboot. Cause you know, shout out to y'all. We love y'all. Shout out to the Dream Catchers bringing us back. We bike, baby. Like and subscribe, man. Y'all know y'all like that motherfucking content. This is G and Providers Cast. We rebooted once and now we rebooted again because fuck Ant and Keys. They fired. Now,
So
best rebooted show or a show that went on a hiatus and came back, like your favorite one. Or some of them, some honorable
one I'm
mentions.
watching right now, X-Men 97. And the thing about that is that when the original series came out, it was so old and we was so young that
Mm.
it's like it was really hard to really follow and focus on everything that was going on. And it still had that like 90s issue of not really knowing how to properly do a TV show and everything together. But even going back and watching the original series was still really well written. And then the fact that they found a way to like they got the original showrunner and director to like come back and work on the show again and continue his storylines and shit. And it's like it's been
It's got some
phenomenal.
nice little deep shits to it. Already, I gotta finish
Yeah,
watching that too. Like
it's been great. It's
just
been
off the
crazy.
dribble, just Jean Grey got cloned and shit. Like damn,
Yeah, no, they
like
came out the gate swinging like they didn't do no weak ass little warm up. Like they just we're gonna keep going from where we just stopped at. Like so all
yeah,
that
that shit was crispy.
and
That
then
shit
the
was crazy.
animation is crazy too. Like they even had like Cyclops on like some Marvel versus Capcom anime shit where like they got this nigga shooting lasers to backdash. Like Some shit
Oh
you would
yeah,
do in
nah,
a
he's
video
crispy.
game.
Yeah, when he was skydiving out of the
That
sky,
they
bro,
made
and
that
he
nigga
used
all
that shit.
types of sweet.
But on some real shit, Cyclops was always my favorite X-Men though.
Yeah, but it's like they never made him look as sweet as he should have been.
Yeah, but that's what the whole beautiful part about people who absorb all multiple forms of media.
Yeah.
Like that Cyclops is he's Marvel versus Capcom Cyclops.
Yeah.
He's Optic Blast. Like he is crispy
That shit was
Cyclops.
crazy.
Like the one that could because they was probably like, bro, why didn't we ever fucking think of that?
Yeah.
It is a fucking strong ass beam of fucking light coming out of his eyes. He's crispy with that, bro. Like that
Which
shit,
I
he
always
he
chalked it up to
hard.
like animation issues and stuff like that. And then they also had different regulations in the 90s. Like in the Spider Man cartoon, legally they were not allowed to make Spider Man punch anybody. So if you watch that cartoon, he never does it. Or like even like the 90s Ninja Turtles movie, on the second one, people complained after the first one came out that it was too violent. So if you watch the second one, they never pull their weapons out because
Mm.
of that, because of the
I was
regulations.
gonna
So
say maybe a lack of creativity, but you might also be right too. Censorship, it's a lot of different
yeah,
things
no,
going
like
on.
that was an actual thing. Like I went and looked it up, and it's like that was an actual problem that happened. And so like they really had limitations when it came to like certain stuff that they could do. So it's not like it was just bad. It's like they just couldn't actually do it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like we don't really realize that until like you have the full story. Like, oh, well, that explains why they was so anti. We're actually going to fight, or why Spider Man only ever shot webs at people. Like
Yeah.
he legally couldn't throw a punch.
I'm gonna say, shit, we can do video games and animes, I guess. So I'm gonna say, I mean, cheating with Dragon Ball Z. But even though I can't really say that too much because there wasn't enough space in between that in my childhood, it probably was in Japan. But I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna say that Bleach right
That Bleach,
now.
yeah, where it came
That
back,
Bleach when it comes
Thousand Year
back,
War.
I like that Bleach. Uh I like a show when he started off as a scrub and I actually was there and saw all of that. And now I'm at this part where it's like this RPG where he's like new game plus super leveled up and he fighting that the game still found a way to have extra additional bosses to fight. And I'm watching this nigga fight them bosses. Like that's lit as fuck. Like he's fighting literally what they fighting the actual Soul Society niggas? No, the evil nigga is fighting the Soul Society.
Mm.
Like it's crispy, and then they going bro. So I'm fucking with that. I'm fucking with Bleach.
So what's your favorite game reboot?
Probably cheating, but I'm gonna say God of War. I think that the way what God of War did,
That is, yeah, that technically is a reboot.
I think what God of War did was really, 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 really crazy,
God of War,
and
has
I'm
been
glad I
real
was
crazy.
able to experience that.
No, that might be the best reboot out of all of them. Just the fact that they were able to figure out how to come back.
Third person
So
over the
seriously.
shoulder, they mature Kratos. You know what I'm saying?
New storyline, new character motivation.
And I mean, yeah, even now the fact that they just have like a whole different pantheon, like pantheons they may go into. They've created Atreus, which he could go either way. And I just think that that was just a really, really well done. That was probably one of the best reboots too.
Okay, so mine game wise is probably Resident Evil.
Mm,
Yeah, because they went crazy on the Resident Evil 2 reboot. Because I never really had a chance to play Resident Evil 2 because when it came out, I was too young and that game was terrifying at the time when we
mm,
was kids because like that's what we had graphically. So I definitely was not trying to play that. But playing that Resident Evil 2 reboot was like insane. Like
mm.
graphics, gameplay, story. Because like I'm already a Resident Evil fan for one. And then the Resident Evil 4 reboot, that was crazy too. But one thing I'll never get tired of is like remakes for games.
Yeah, I can say that I can't. Well, I'll let you. What you mean?
What you mean? Like
Well, no, I'll fuck with a good remake of the game that hasn't come from for a while, and if I really really fucked with the game,
so I'm
but
saying like something like PS2 and further back. Like I don't really need PS3 remakes because kind of like what's the point? Like it still doesn't feel far enough. But something like a PS2 game that gets remade, I'm all for it. I'll
Mhm.
never get tired of that. I don't care what the game is.
Yeah, I seen some footage of them showing Budokai Tenkaichi 3 next to Sparking, so I think that they're really trying to push that as like almost a reboot of Senses of that. Like if you missed, that being able to play that Dragon Ball Z type of fast pace, it's coming. That's coming back as well. So
Mm,
it's gonna be some good shit, man. I think that we probably almost good. Good, good.
I think so.
We love y'all, man. Y'all like and subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all hit that motherfucking like button. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with us. Let us know in the comments what y'all's favorite reboot
Fuck with
was.
us, not with Keys or Ant.
Yeah, this and this Keys. You know what I'm saying? Tell them that y'all don't like them in the comments. You know what I'm saying, man? We love y'all. It's the Anime Gang podcast. Ninjas know what's up with us. Love yourself, physically, mentally, and when we say physically, we mean in the shower. Beep 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 beep.